Hey, on this video, we're going to be talking about 7 things you need to ask when you get to the dealership. Too many times over the years, I see people come in the dealership and they don't know the right questions to ask. They don't know. So that's what we're going to talk about on this video. 7 things you should ask when you get to the dealership. If you are new to my channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button because you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Or do me a favor, share my video because you may not need my content now, but maybe one of your friends do. Maybe somebody you don't even know may need to hear what I'm saying. So hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that or share my video. I drop short videos at between 30 to 40 seconds, 6 days a week. And then 1 day a week, I do a long video. A long video is between 3 to 7 minutes. It may be between 3 minutes to 10 minutes, or maybe a little bit more. But share my video so that, again, you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button right there. Hit it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get into number 1. This first question you should ask. Does the manufacturer offer any rebates? The manufacturer, General Motors, Chrysler, Ford, do you have any other rebates? If you're buying a Mercedes, if you're buying a BMW, do they offer any rebates? Do the manufacturers offer any rebates? Can I use the rebates down payment? Can I put the rebates in my pocket? Sometimes manufacturers, let's just say General Motors, because I work at a Chevy store, and Chevy is under GM, and say there's $1,000 down rebate they're offering on a Chevy Trax. Can I put that $1,000 in my pocket? Or must I use this money down? That's a question you should be asking. That's number 1. Number two is, what credit bureaus do you pull? Now, I used to get mad and upset. Not really mad, but I used to get upset sometimes when customers say, what credit bureaus do you pull? Now I understand why. But I do say if you got bad credit, you really should be asking what credit bureaus that we do pull. Everybody knows we have 3 credit bureaus. You got TransUnion, you have Equifax, and then you have Experian. So let's say it again. You got TransUnion, you got Equifax, and you have Experian. The reason you want to find out what credit bureaus they pull, because maybe you have a higher score on TransUnion, and maybe you put Equifax. Maybe you have a higher credit score on TransUnion, but we put Equifax. So ask those questions. Now, you can't control what credit bureau that we pull at the dealership, or neither can you control what credit bureau the banks pull, but you can always ask because you in your mind, you'll know that you're in a better situation. You're better situation. So that's number 2. Now we're getting somewhere. We're on to number 3. Number 3 is, do you have any, does a bank that you're sending me through, is there a prepayment penalty? Now, all the banks that we deal with at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet in Waterford, Michigan, we don't have a prepayment penalty, right? But our banks don't have a prepayment penalty. But depends on what state you live in and what banks you use. You need to ask that question because you never know. A prepayment penalty is if you pay your loan off early. Are they charging you a fee? So if you don't get anything in this video, you got to know what a prepayment penalty is. Stop, watch this video again, or Google prepayment penalty. Is there a fee for paying my loan off early? Remember, the faster you pay it off, the better situation you are because you'll pay less interest. That's number 3. Now, number 4 is, what term gets me the better rate? Finance companies offer their price. Well, we offer 3.9%. or we offer 4.9%. Now, they're not going to give you a 3.9 for 72 months, which is 6 years, or 3.9 for 84 months. They're going to give it to you on shorter term. Why? It's because they want you to pay it off faster. Let me say it again, because they want you to pay it off faster. So they're not going to give you 3.9 or 3.5, whatever interest rate is low, at a term that's going to be right for you. Convenient for you. Remember, it's convenient for the bank because they're lending you the money. So that 3.9 might only be available for 36 months, which is 3 years. So again, that 3.9 might only be available again for 36 months. It's not around what you want, it's what the bank is giving you because they figure that they're giving you the best interest rate. Then also you want to say, what's my credit score need to be for me to qualify for that 3.9 interest rate? What does my credit score need to be? What does it need to be? Or will I qualify for it? You always want to ask these questions. So guess what? That was number 4. Now, number 5. Now, this number 5 is very important to the customers or people that have bad credit. This is very, very important. Been in this business for 27 years, I never knew that I would specialize with customers that have bruised credit or credit isn't tolerant. People mostly say bad credit, but I like to say bruised credit. Now, number 5 is for you. So hopefully you got to number 5 in this video. Number 5 is, do I have an approval based on my job and my income? I'm saying this question. This question is going to go at the bottom of the screen. Do I have an approval based on my job and my money's down? Now, I'm telling you this because most of the customers that come into the dealership that I deal with, they have bruised credit. And that means when they leave the dealership, I have an approval, but it's based on your job time and your money down and your pay stubs, maybe even your pay stubs. So number 5, do I have an approval based on my job? Money down, job, income, do I have it? That means that when you sign the paperwork on your car, they're going to do what? The bank is going to call and verify your job to make sure that you still work there. They're also going to verify your insurance. They're going to want to verify. They might even ask you how much money you put down. That's called a customer interview. So number 5 is very important. Number 5 is important it's the most important in this whole video is number 5, especially if customers have bad credit or bruised credit. Now number 6, you're gonna ask the salesperson or the finance manager, whoever you're dealing with, is this the best rate you can get me? Do I have any other options? You always want to ask that, even though you probably already asked that question 7 times. And if you didn't ask that question 7 times, then you should have. How I close my customers? I'm going to say words to you that are going to trigger you to get you to say yes. I'm not going to say, one may be, are you looking to take this car? Well, how soon are you looking to buy? That's one question. That's an open-end question where you either have to say yes or no, or give me when you're looking to buy. Or number 2, I may say, what are you driving right now? What kind of car are you driving right now? And then if you tell me, oh, I'm not driving a car, I'm catching a bus, I'm Ubering, I'm catching a Lyft, then I know that you need to get a car right now. So I'm closing you during the whole time because I'm asking you these questions. So you're going to say, is this the best rate that you can do? Is this the best rate? Is this best rate? Is this best rate? Now, number 7, if you made it to the end of this video, number 7, what bank did you have me financed through? And you want to say that because sometimes, too many times when people are signing their paperwork, they forget who they financed through. They forget the term of the loan. They forget what their payment is. They're so excited that they bought a car, they don't even know. Customers always call me after the fact and say, you know what, I got a lot of denials through the mail. I got all these, these letters through the mail saying I was turned down to buy a car. Am I good? They're worried. But you want to know that what bank is because when you get those denials through the mail, you'll know you're pretty much already set. Now, the bank legally has to send you something within 30 days after you apply for credit to let you know that you were turned down or you're approved. They have to let you know what we submitted. So by law, they have to let you know that you submitted for credit. So you're going to receive a bunch of things through the mail, especially if you have bruised credit. Now, if you got great credit, you might not receive nothing through the mail. You might just receive one letter. But if you got bad credit, that means that they had to go to maybe 8 to 10 banks. And some dealerships may even go to 15 banks to try to get you done. Customers say, you know what, I don't want you to send me to those banks. Well, the finance man dealership job is to get you approved. To get you approved for the car. They don't care how many cars you have on your credit report. They just care about getting you approved and putting you into a car. All right, guess what? I'll see you in the next video. If you made it this long on this video, I love you. If you made it 10 minutes long on this video, the queen loves you. Comment in the bottom because I need comments. I need you to interact with me. All right, I'll see you in the next video.